Hello, beautiful souls. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is for the 28th of May, 2025, but if you've come across this video and it's no longer the 28th of May, 2025, don't worry about it. You might still have a message here. We have the moon ingressing into Cancer today, and it is still very much conjunct Jupiter. So we could feel a little bit more adventurous, a little bit more open today, kind of seeking the horizon, let's say. Definitely more optimistic, but we do also have a half square with the Sun and Mercury over to Venus. Tomorrow is going to be that exact Mercury Cazimi. And we have a square with the Moon and Saturn. So if you want to take a chance, if you want to take a risk today, if you want to roll the dice on something, try something out, try something new, expand your horizon, do it with caution, but don't... It's like a balance of caution and not stopping yourself at the same time. Like, it's a balance of caution and chance, if that makes sense. This kind of energy is it's the kind of day where you can decide, like on a very simple level, you can decide to, go out and go shopping, but you know that you're not going to go crazy and max out your credit cards because that square over to Saturn's like, nah, not a good idea. So it's like that, I would definitely say that if you've been thinking about approaching someone with an idea, it's not a bad day to do it, but because that half square is there, don't ignore problems too. Why didn't I light any of my candles? There we go. That would have drove me crazy. Yeah, don't start no stuff. There won't be no stuff, Don't pretend like, I don't know, a trash pile is a flower. If you're going to try to approach someone and have a conversation or work something out or suggest something even, okay? Master number 22 there with the builder. We have reconnect, universal healing shield. I think it's a reconnection with joy. Honestly, it's almost like we could be going through some solar plexus activation today. So yeah, you could easily feel those butterflies, You could easily feel those butterflies, I think, with certain things, but just joy, reconnecting with joy. What makes you happy? Small moments of joy today. It is a healing shield, which I love, and it's the number 1. So the self, for sure. But again, it feels very much like the solar deity energy is coming up. Now, there's been a lot of information recently regarding, well, the Stargate locations have been 100% have been getting cleansed. There's been activation of the Christed self within the auric field of Gaia, which I know sounds weird because we don't really talk about the Christ itself with Gaia herself because she's already attained that. But when we access her healed version, right, and we allow those healed versions in, we can access levels of ascension that we have not accessed before. The number 715 is coming up strongly. Now, this could be like, it could be a weird synchronicity with this reading, and then you look at the clock and you see 7:15 today. I don't know. Look up the number 7. You know what? We'll do it together. Let's do it together. Oh my God, I love it. So 7:15 suggests optimism, divine guidance, and a positive path towards personal growth and fulfillment. I said that with that moon conjunct over to Jupiter. Even though Jupiter is approaching the end degrees of Gemini and the moon is in Cancer, I already said that there's going to be like this more optimistic, adventurous side of us that kind of comes out just positive. We're going to feel very... I like that. I love that. We kind of need that. We need those days, every once in a while. So the healing shield We're kind of healing, I think, decision making. We're healing our inner child today, for sure. I mean, we're definitely letting our playful side out, it seems. So don't forget to play today, you know? Don't forget to let loose. Go crazy. Not too crazy, right? That square over to Saturn. Don't go too crazy. Yeah, I'm going to take both. Number 9, divine purpose, passion, and service. Destiny. And utopia, peace, serenity, and paradise. Again, same energy, right? Finding that peace, finding that serenity, choosing paradise today, creating paradise today. Something will be presented to you. Again, it feels, and I already said that if you have been wanting to approach someone or approach something that has to do with your finances or a relationship in general, today's the day where it might work out pretty well. But there's something here where, because you've accessed different parts of yourself through the solar plexus by connecting to Gaia's auric field, there's stuff. Okay, sorry. There's a lot coming through, but there's also like the Melchizedek line coming up, which I know that some of you watching right now are a part of that Melchizedek line, and you've accessed that. Obviously, the unicorn realm, dolphin realm, Syrian energy coming through. I don't know why I keep hearing the staff of Moses. I think it's just power, manifestation, right? The power to create. And that's why destiny, divine purpose, passion, and service. So do something of service today. Even if it's something small, right? Try to be of service today. Help someone out. Attend something to maybe if it's a part of your community. Even if it's like simply helping someone online, it doesn't have to be in person. But if you're assisting someone online, you're still doing work, right? There's something about enjoying the work that you do today, enjoying even the little things, like enjoying taking a step outside, enjoying breathing fresh air, enjoying driving to work, enjoying going grocery shopping, enjoying doing chores if you have to, enjoying friendships, enjoying spending money. I know. So here's one thing that came up recently, and I haven't mentioned it on the channel yet, but I feel like today might be a good day to do it. We usually pay bills, and I joke about it because I'm very sarcastic in a negative way about it. So I'm going to work on it with you. But my guides are bringing this up. Instead of looking at it as, oh, great, there goes money, it's gone, right, to something that I didn't want to pay. If you pay your water bill, look at it as, and feel it with the intention, right? Like, I'm so grateful that I'm going to have water this month, right? I'm so grateful that now I'm going to have power this month. I'm so grateful that now I have a roof over my head. So look at it that way. Look at it what you're exchanging. Sometimes it can be really annoying looking at the building up of bills, right? Just the bills piling up. But if you look at it as opportunities to exchange that currency for something useful, like drinking water and electricity or internet or whatever, even a car payment, well, I'm so grateful that I have, access to transportation, right? So gratitude is definitely coming up. Gratitude's coming up with this. Utopia can seem so unattainable. Like the idea of peace, serenity, and paradise on earth can seem so unattainable. But it's the time. I think the time that you spend focusing on the wrong things can make it seem unattainable. Obviously, we can't have a perfect life. We just can't. I don't think that perfection exists, but we can get damn close to it. And it all starts with the self, of course, right? And I know that you've heard this 1,000 times before. I know. But the message here is to go back to that. Go just Again, simple. Simple. What else? What else? It just feels kind of like a chill, laid back, energy of just don't take life so seriously. And that happens, especially with a Cancerian moon making a square over to Saturn, who's now in Aries, right? Yeah, just don't take life so serious. Don't push yourself too hard today. Take it easy, okay? Try to chill out if you can. If you have to work, don't work too hard, all right? Even if you have, a job that you love and you want to do the best that you can, that's fine. You can do the best that you can in a job that you love, but you don't need to go 1,000 miles an hour, right? Okay. Yeah, I'm not surprised to see that fountain, because the overlying energy of, again, manifestation and co-creation. And co-creation isn't just with the universe, right? I know this is going to sound weird, but this is kind of the message that I'm getting right now. Co-creation with your past and future self, too. Right? Yeah, magician's there, too. Sorry, I'm yawning. Had a long day at work. I feel like the manifestation part of this is to make sure that you're looking at how far you've come from the past. Because it's empowering, isn't it? Like when you sit there and you think, oh, 2 years ago, I didn't think that I would be here. It's very encouraging to see how far you've come. It doesn't have to be in an arrogant way, right? Just to look and see all the hard work that you've done. I'm gonna clarify this 5 of coins. Page of Wands, there's that offer. I'm telling you, something bound to excite you today, to spark your curiosity. It does not have to be big. It doesn't feel like it's massive. It doesn't feel huge or anything. It just feels like just a small, cute little, thing that might come up today. It has to do with manifestation and joy, bringing in joy. I'm also going to clarify the High Priestess. But, I mean, it's a Cancerian moon. So usually when we're going through a Cancerian moon, as a collective, we tend to follow our gut instincts more. Temperance, healing, again, lots of healing today. And healing, I have the hiccups. Let me take a sip of my drink. I'm a mess. I'm a mess for this reading. Healing is not instant, and it's not something that ever ends. You heal something every day, right? You heal parts of yourself every day, and you don't have to feel like you have to heal 100% of yourself. That's crazy that we would put so much pressure on ourselves for that. But again, I know I can't remember the name of that shape. Anybody know? I can't remember. It's obviously not a cube. If it focuses, there we go. The 4 sides. Anyway, that shape. I feel like it's literally we're literally shaping, and I thought of a cube, and a cube indicates Earth. So we're back to that. But we're shaping our paradise on Earth today. We're creating it. Maybe using sacred geometry might help today. I know that sounds weird and how am I going to incorporate that into everyday life? Hold on, I dropped a card. I can't tell you how many times I'll be at work, and if I'm waiting for a trailer to come in, because that's my job. I unload trailers with my forklift and physically break down certain freight. So if I got time in between, and I'll be doodling, I'll be randomly I'll start writing, drawing some sacred geometric shapes in like the 45 seconds to a minute that it takes. Look at what's on the bottom of the deck, the moon. The Hermit came out first. I wasn't trying to clarify nothing yet, but I feel like it's going to clarify that Magician because number 9. Yeah, number 9 is very significant. It is a spiritual number. It's a number for Mars. Is there anything going on with Mars today? No, it's making a... Venus and Mars are making a trine. Well, it's a separating trine. It's not exact or anything. So there's that trine is still there. There's an applying trine between Venus and Chiron. So, I feel like everyone collectively today is just going to be learning something new about themselves. Or reaffirming, confirmation on something that you already know. Oh, maybe that's why the High Priestess is there. Can we clarify that High Priestess, actually, please? The High Priestess. I do want to look at this. 6 of Wands. Okay, the Hangman and the 6 of Wands. It's perspective, man. It's perspective. I'm making this reading last a long time, but it's really about perspective today. That's what we're healing. We're healing our ability to have a good outlook, a positive outlook on life, to be more optimistic today, to reach higher, to choose better, to do better, to be better, Just we're bettering ourselves today. That's what we feel like doing today. All right. The deep blue dragon keeps you safe by clearing your pathway. Trust that you're protected. Walk on a path of light. The reason why I chose the dragon, and I might be using this dragon deck, I think, for at least a few more days. The dragon realm is assisting in the cleansing of Gaia's auric field. So, yeah, deeply, deeply assisting. Keeps you safe by clearing your pathway. Trust that you're protected. Walk in the path of light. So there's a clearing. And maybe that's why the destiny's there, and that 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, can we get a message about that 5 of Pentacles? Because there could be some... I feel like that's what we're healing. Parts of ourselves that have felt shut out. Maybe parts of ourselves that we've shut out. That we've closed off. Dark blue galactic dragon helps you listen to the voice of the universe, ignite the codes of your master blueprint, access cosmic wisdom, and enter higher service. Okay, so that's why the service card is there. Higher service, cosmic wisdom. These are big things, right? And deep blue and then dark blue. So obviously blue's our color today, which would lead to, of course, Archangel Michael. The listening to the voice of the universe is also coming up with that High Priestess. If you have a tarot deck today, or well, not today, but in general, if you have a tarot deck today, I think the card to meditate on or to pull out would be the High Priestess for sure. Okay? I hope this helped. Thanks for tuning in, hanging out with me, listening to me ramble. Don't forget to hit that like button, please, and subscribe if you'd like, and you'd like to connect with me more. Helps the channel grow for sure. Okay? Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.